It with Kailah on HB Radio.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of Kickin' It with Kailah.
Yeah.
I have Mikey.
I'm here.
And we have DJ Sev One.
Sev One in the building.
I just want to say that I'm proud of us because friends are family. And
Yes.
our first interview was with Shawnee, and now our second one is with Sev.
We have to keep the family close. We have to keep our friends, and we have a platform, so we have to put our friends up there.
Yeah.
Shawnee's was funny though.
Shawnee's was out of control.
Shawnee is
He's out of his mind.
Out of his mind, but
What was
I
the
don't
roller
think that
coaster?
you're any less crazy than he is. So
Yeah, something like that.
and we're about to find out all about it.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you here.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little icebreaker first. That's what we do, since this is like a 90s
Yeah,
themed
let's do it.
show, and I know you love the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So first question:
Yes.
what's your favorite 90s movie?
I'm gonna have to say, Stand By Me.
Stand by me.
Whoa,
Yeah.
We definitely thought you'd say Sandlot.
I have that tattooed on me.
I know. That's
I
why
have
was-
all 90s tattoos on me.
Yeah. Do you
The
have?
Goonies.
Do you have Stand By Me on you?
Yeah. I do.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah. Everyone thinks it's actually me.
You
I
got
swear to
yourself
God.
tattooed on you?
They think that. It's
I
on my
thought that
arm
was you
somewhere.
too.
Yeah, it's because I have the glasses and stuff. What's his name? The one character dude who wears the glasses.
Chunk.
I like right? That's me. I like Stand By Me because it's like, for me, like it represents like friendships. Like all these kids, like they have like got problems with their dad, the parents, or whatever it is. You know, like I'm thankful that I didn't have that like mindset when I was younger, but Stand By Me really showed like the friendship behind everyone. You know what I mean? So I think
like
that gave me a good structure when I was a kid. Like, okay, this is like how you have to be a friend. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cool.
it.
Is that the one that they were like lollipop, lollipop? Oh,
Yes.
That's that one.
Yes.
I love that movie.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's
I have no idea.
They went. So basically, they go and they see like a couple of the kids. They build a clubhouse in the woods or whatever, and then they say, "Hey, listen, you want to go see a body."
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the boys in the hood. They want to go see a body, but this one is like specific. They go and they see a body, but the journey to go see the body is like what it means. Like they're walking on train tracks and stuff. That's like my life.
You've never seen Stand By Me?
This sounds like Little Rascals, though. I feel like
It is kind of similar.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It sounds
It's a
like
little
Little
bit deeper.
Rascals.
It's a little bit deeper.
We're gonna have to watch that like tonight.
Tonight.
All right, we'll watch
Yeah.
it.
with fucking guacamole next to it. You know.
And
Chips and guac.
And pita.
Guac. And maybe some popcorn.
What's next?
Hey.
Who's your 90s celebrity crush?
Crush.
Wow.
Topanga.
Everybody's gonna say either Topanga or Kelly Kapowski, and if they don't, they're lying.
Or the girl from Love and Basketball. I know. It wasn't even the attraction. It was
No,
the,
that was
it was
a-
like
that
it
was
wasn't
a-
even the person, like it wasn't the way she looked. It was like how dope she was. She was down for him.
I've never seen that, so I've that was a look like I don't know who that is.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What
It's
is that?
amazing. Love and Basketball.
Oh, there with it.
If you guys never seen Love and Basketball, then go see that shit. 'Cause
Go
that's
see
kinda-
that.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I lied. It was my favorite movie as a kid. Like my crush, Christina Milian.
Oh,
And it was Love Don't Cost a Thing. That was the movie that I watched every single day.
that's a good one.
I love.
That was my crush, Christina
Yes.
Milian.
AM to PM.
In my locker, everything.
I'm
Christina
happy
Milian.
that you changed it up because the past two, everyone said Topanga or Kelly Kapowski. So
Yeah, I mean,
we got a
Topanga
different
was
answer.
cool, but it was just like when I was like getting introduced to girls when I was
Yeah.
younger, you know.
Yeah.
All right, well, I have a third icebreaker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you your
Break it.
favorite '90s rapper.
Nas, 100%.
Nas.
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah, Nas. Yeah, for me, like Nas was like the shit. You know, he really was. He knows where he came from, and he kept it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and rapped about it. So I think that was like super relatable.
I like that.
I like that answer. Who's yours, Mikey?
I would have to say Busta Rhymes, probably for the
fuck
'90s.
Busta Rhymes, yeah.
Busta was always my guy.
That's how he raps. That's
Kayla, how about you?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Who was that one girl that I was singing along to last night? That one rapper chick.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah,
I
love
like
Lauryn Hill.
I like Eric Badu too. I was like the roots. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good
my
one.
shit.
So, how did you guys meet? How did you guys become
Oh
friends?
my God, Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder.
Somehow I had some guys in there. What the fuck?
We
met through mutual friends. Mike Rodriguez was friends with him too, and then
he's another crazy guy.
Yeah, he's out of his fucking mind. Always like going to. It's funny because Mike Rodriguez, I didn't even know he listened to hardcore music like I did, like punk rock music, and somehow I seen him at a show I think one time, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, you listen to this shit too? Like, you're crazy like me, so it worked out that way. But we became friends that way. And then
through the Philly scene and all like the nightclubs and all that stuff out there too.
Yeah, and then I think we did a show at down in Philly somewhere.
Well, we did Jingle Ball.
Well, Jingle Ball, but I thought we met before that. But
yeah, we did a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I think it was just through like the Philly scene. Yeah. I was rapping, doing music, he was DJing, and like it kind of we all tied together, and then.
And then Mikey made him move out to Vegas.
Well, I mean,
So I came out to Mikey's. I came out here for his birthday one time, and then I really liked it out here. And then like everyone was very welcoming, and he was like, "Yo, why don't you move out here?" And I was kind of like, "I got my family. I'm the first person out of my whole family to move out of my my house. You know what I mean? Like not out of my family, out of Philly.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no one. Everyone else is back in Philly, and I just picked up my shit. Mike was like, "Yo, you can stay in my house. It's Steve's house." I was like,
"You can stay in my house. It's Steve's house, but it's not."
Yeah, it's kind of like confusing, but we're gonna do it. I said, "All right, we're gonna do it." So I drove out with my truck with a trailer, and then I didn't have a job at the time, but Steve was talking about me working at Flamingo, and then it kind of worked out where I was able to build a room.
A makeshift room.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He made curtains. He put up like black drapes and.
I went to Lowe's and
This wasn't a bedroom. This was our foyer.
Yeah, it was just like when you walk into the house. Like when you walk in the house, boom, there's my room, my bed, my dresser, my TV, every single thing possible is right there, right when you walk in. And then when you go up the stairs, you can still see right into my room. So it was kind of like I was like, I need to build a wall. So I went to Lowe's, put up a sheet, bought aluminum things like poles, and was able to build a wall. And then. Every single time everyone else was awake, I was awake.
So it was just pop his head around the corner like...
Yeah, like, oh shit. Like one of our boys fell down the staircase.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's just bad.
I can only imagine what was going on at night and how late people were coming home.
It was horrible.
And Steve would be up at 7 a.m. and...
Oh yeah, Steve is just... he makes these sounds where it's like he's cooking and he just makes like loud like... I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Steve's older. He's
Steve's our man. He's a good dude.
Is that where you guys were living when I met you guys? Because I met Mikey and Sev at the same time.
I was working.
No. When on the Real World house, remember?
What?
When she was filming her.
When I was filming the Real World.
Yeah.
We were living in that house.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I wish I had those videos too, because you know what? When we went to the Real World house, we videoed and we were like, yo, let's save this video for the rest of our lives, because you know what? We're about to be on the Real World.
And now we don't have that video.
And then
we don't have that video. We recorded it like, yo, you guys get to see this video soon after we see
on
this
little
on
hoverboards.
Yeah.
And the little swivelly red chairs outside.
I was having so much fun.
All right, so let's hold on. I want to bring this. Let's bring it back a minute.
So we went off on a tangent.
That's gonna
Let's bring it back a minute. Let's bring it back. We have a segment on here. We call it From the Ground Up.
Okay.
So, who is Sev One from the ground up? Where did Sev One come from? How did you start your career? Give us a rundown of who you are.
Okay, so basically when I was younger, I was always into art and stuff like that. I wrestled all my life, and then I was like not really into sports that much anymore, so I took the artsy route and couldn't really relate to anybody like with the wrestling and stuff. So like all the artsy kids were like super chill for me, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do art. So I went to art school, college, graphic design, and basically for me, I was doing music but not like as serious at the time. So I would go to art school, and then they would always yell at me because they would say like, oh, this is not right, you put drips in this lion or whatever that you're drawing. And I was like, I don't even want to fucking draw this lion, but I'm doing it for you guys. So then I would put drips in it, and then they were like, yo, like, this is wrong, this is a D. And I was like, you can't tell fucking Picasso how to draw. This is like called creativity. So I just was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna go to. Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Everybody always asks that.
F this. I went to Love Park. There's this place in Philly called Love Park, and I would just sit at the park And my mom caught me because I was posting on Instagram, and one of my family members just pushed me out. I was like, oh, he's not going to school. So long story short, I said, fuck this art school stuff. I'm going to go home and I'm going to stick with like music. So I wanted to get a job in communications and get a job in the radio station. So I ended up getting a job at a radio station while DJing at a strip club without no communication
My
degree
favorite
at all.
things, radio and strip clubs.
What strip club was this?
Cheerleaders.
Oh, okay. Philly.
Philadelphia, yeah. So I was
Sounds like
DJing at Cheerleaders, and one of the guys came in, and in the midst of all this stuff, I was also painting graffiti. So that means I was painting illegally stickers every single day, stickers everywhere. I always have stickers on me.
Just so you know,
everywhere.
He always has stickers. Even when he's at my house, he leaves my house, and I'll find stickers stuck to everything.
Everywhere,
and
always.
I'm like, yo, Sev, I don't need a Sev One sticker on everything I own.
Yeah.
Or do you?
And you know what I noticed though too? Because stickers, kids like stickers. So when you go to like different places like Peru, I went to Peru, South Africa, a whole bunch of places, I give them stickers, and then they're like, oh, a sticker, and now I'm down. I'm already cool, because they're like kind of scared of the tattoos. Oh, sticker. I'm like, yeah, sticker. Here, take stickers. So then it works out. So everything is perfect. You can just stick things on the wall, but everyone seen my stickers, and they all knew who Sev One was, and then I just started doing music, and then they supported me because they wanted stickers, or they wanted my merch or whatever it is. So I started DJing on the radio, and it kind of like went up there, and then the radio got bought out, and then there was no more radio. So I was kind of like, all right, what do I want to do? And then Mikey B.
Then I came
in my head and says, hey, you know. So that was just like a brief person, and now I'm here DJing.
How'd you come up with the name Sev One?
So my dad passed away on July 17th when I was 9, and for me, I was just like, in the midst, I've never drank or smoked in my life, so for me, I was kind of like, you know, I want to express myself in a different way rather than partying, because when I was going to parties, I couldn't relate to them. Everyone was like super like fucking like, oh, cool, like shit like that. I'm like, yo, this shit is not cool. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, like, why are we doing this? Let's do a handstand and do a keg stand. I'm like, this shit is so corny. And all the parties I would get in fist fights in, at like Temple, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like all those basement parties that smelled like fucking sticky champagne beer, and like it just was nasty. Yeah. It was just nasty, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this. So I would go paint, and I would paint every single day, and it was like in the midst. It was for my dad. You know, Sev One is 17 backwards, so Sev One is 71, but if you flip it around, it's 17. So July 17th is the day my dad passed away. So that's how I got my name.
I like it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So.
And now you're over at Dre's. I saw that you're on some billboards and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the picture that they picked of you?
It's old as hell. It kind of expresses me though, you know what I mean? Because like, I kind of like that they use that photo a little bit, because it's like, because the way someone looks at me sometimes, most of the time, people look at me like this guy's a dick. This guy takes his shirt off, his abs, whatever the fuck it is, the muscle stuff, the Instagram shit. Like that stuff is my brand. They have to remember. Mm-hmm. Like my real name. That they didn't. A lot of people don't know my real name, and I don't really give it out that much like that. But the people that know me, they know my real name. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of other people, whatever it is, you know, like they just judge off the looks, you know. So for me,
your cool. Real name, you don't look like your real name.
No.
Like at all. You look like a Sev.
Yeah, you look like a
Sev. I am Sev Davis.
Sev Davis.
Sev Davis, but yeah, if you Google it, it'll pop up. So it's not that big of a secret. It's Jack. Fuck it.
It's Jack.
Fuck it.
I wanted to say it so bad. Add him on Facebook. It's Jack Davis.
God damn it.
He doesn't look like a Jack.
We're not doing the middle though. We're not doing the middle name. So.
His middle name is Ezekiel.
Yeah, that's it. I'm glad that you said that, because you know what? At the end of the day, no one will know.
No one will know.
Jack. Okay. So when it comes to graffiti,
yeah,
I feel like it's getting really big in like Venice Beach and kind of like even downtown Vegas. Are you happy that it's becoming more commercialized?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, if they remember the roots, if they know the roots, if people know what they're doing and who created this shit, or like what they're doing, then cool. If you know the rules to it, then cool. Keep doing it. Like, because I want my kids to have that shit, and I know like my kids will eventually like learn from me, you know. So like if that whole thing is blown up, then cool, you know. But if I go paint a painting and some dude goes over and like goes into my painting, that's gonna be a problem for me, because then it's like, yo, just so you know, here's the rules on graffiti, and you need to recognize. And respect.
What do you mean by the rules?
Like,
a lot of people wouldn't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, so the rules of graffiti basically recognize like who you're about to paint over. If someone messes up your painting, recognize who you're about to paint over, and recognize like who they're down with or whatever it is, you know, like respect the fact that someone painted this or risked their life to paint it. Because for me, I risked all my life. I would hang off bridges. Like it's not just me going to tag stuff. Like I would hang off buildings, do my letters upside down so I could see it from 95 or whatever it is, from, you know, freight trains or whatever. But, you know, people need to respect that, you know. And a lot of young kids, they just like, oh, I want to tag. I'm gonna write penis. It's like,
or yad.
Yeah, yad or something like that, you know, like who would do that?
I don't know.
Is that what you do, Mikey?
Yad.
Mikey, there's been a couple of times Mikey would want to paint, you know.
I don't see Mikey being good at painting.
See, I feel like,
no.
yeah, I mean,
I don't see me.
Mikey's the guy that would be the lookout for me.
I'd be on the lookout. I'd be like, we're about to get arrested
like,
soon.
Yo, we're about to do this. Actually, remember when I painted by your house one time? Or our house in Vegas? And I brought Shawnee with me.
Yeah, we were on the lookout the whole time.
Yeah, and Shawnee, it wasn't even a big spot. We were just going crazy. And Shawnee's like, yo, I've never done this before. I'm like, it's fun. And it was like, there was nobody around. And then a car drove past, and Shawnee's like, it's a car. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's a car. We have to run. And it was like, they weren't even going. They didn't see us. It was at night. So Shawnee just made this big fucking thing. I ran because I'm thinking it's like a cop or something. But it was just a car that just went past us. I twisted my ankle. I almost had to go to the hospital. Remember that?
Yeah, all because Shawnee.
Because Shawnee was like,
scared of a car.
Sev, it's a car. I'm like, fuck, it's a car. Let's go. and then we got back to the house. I'm like, yo, why were we running? It was just a car. He's like, oh, I thought it was somebody. I'm like, fuck.
Fucking
God
Sean.
damn it. Yeah, I'm like,
Shawnee.
damn, what the fuck, man?
What's the craziest thing you've tagged, like, dangerously?
It was off of this building. It looks like a Willy Wonka factory spot in Philly. It's like this tall ass tower, and I was like one of the first people to write it, to paint it. Said said something on it, and
Am I missing an inside joke here?
No, it's an illegal name that I paint in Philly that I can't say. And I almost just said it, so I just stopped myself. But that name I've gotten arrested for, so that's why I have to be careful with it.
Can't say that name anymore.
Yeah, somewhat say it a little bit. But anyway, I painted that, and some dude like would diss me, so I would go back. I was just telling a story. I would go back to from Vegas to Philly just to go to fix the tower. You know what I mean? And the tower was huge. Like the tower, you could see. Like I would have to go inside a building, go up 4 floors, and then go up another floor in order for me just to get onto the tower. So the tower, I had to like, it was really hard. I had to harness myself. We ended up, so the kid, me and him would having beef. So me and my boy Ricky were like, yo, like F this, we're gonna get this kid. So at one point we waited up there for him for hours. He didn't come back. So we were like, let's go to Walmart, and we got grease. Like brake grease.
What you're trying to say is you were trying to kill this guy.
I was trying to not kill him, but I was just like, yo, like recognize. Like I would be friends with him. I would want to talk to him. Honestly, if he came up there, I would have been like, yo, why are you doing this, man? Like we could be cool. Like here's some stickers. Here's some stickers. The kids like stickers. You like stickers? And so so that was the situation. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, man. Like let's figure this out. So I put up thumbtacks. We put grease. We put thumbtacks. We caulked thumbtacks to the ladder.
No, you didn't.
It didn't. I swear to God, I got pictures in my phone of the ladder. I was just trying to find it. I'll show you guys sometime in this video. I will have those pictures for you guys.
Sometimes you have to do whatever it takes.
Yep. And it's me, and it's holding the ladder, and we put up thumbtacks, and they're like boom, 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 and that didn't stop him.
So you never caught the guy?
So I never caught the guy, but listen what we did. We went to Walmart. And we were like, fuck this, we're gonna cut the ladder down. But what we had to do was we had to climb up the ladder and cut it from above so that the ladder would just fall because we can't cut it from behind bottom because how are we getting down?
Yeah.
So we had to cut it and then run, like, you know what I mean, go down the stairs and then boom. So we cut the ladder. Somehow this motherfucker got back up there. Yeah, I have no idea how he did
ladder.
He's determined.
I think he flies. He's a superhero. He's a superhero.
Maybe he's Banksy. Maybe it's Banksy.
Yeah, shit.
This sounds like somebody that would know you. Like, why else do they care enough to keep going over what you do?
You know what? It's this kid from North Philly, and people do that sometimes. Since I'm running stuff like that, we call them people super fans. That guy's a super fan. I'm running shit on the streets. Like I'm like painting a lot, you know. So what they do, they try to find a beef. Like it's kind of like rapping. They're like, oh, this guy's running shit. I'm gonna try to take this kid out. So he posts me on Instagram like, fuck, F this kid, blah 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 blah. So he wanted me to like do that with him.
I didn't realize there was such beef.
He's looking for clout.
Oh, people die over graffiti. People die over graffiti because sometimes it's like gang related, but like kids that are really artsy into graffiti shit, like most of the time they don't like. In Philly, it's just like, all right, let's fist fight and let's fight, and whoever wins, you know. So, but
I feel like they're just looking for clout. They're looking for the clout.
Yeah, but I lost that battle straight up because his shit is still up there right now, and unless I get a fire extinguisher, like filled with paint, and I'm able to like do it that way. Then
I think that's a good idea. Why don't you do that?
I've already plotted it. It's gonna happen sometime.
Because he flies apparently.
But it's kind of like dead. It's like coming back, like yo, like really, you just dissed that shit for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know.
What's like the end goal when it comes to graffiti? Like
expressing yourself. Like everything on me is, I have a whole bunch of tattoos on me, and I felt like plain. Does that make sense? Like I have so many stories to tell about my life that like I would write them on the wall. So I would paint my Sev One and then write a quote next to it. However I was feeling that day. Or I write my mom. Say it's my mom's birthday, I'll go paint my mom's birthday. You know, like write happy birthday mom or something like that. So for me it was just a message, and I got like such a high from it. Like running from police, like turning around and being like, yeah, he's got a belt on him, there's no way he's catching me. And then it was like this adrenaline rush where I was like, fuck yeah, let's get this. It's crazy. Yeah, I swear to God.
He's not gonna catch him.
I remember like looking behind me and like seeing him hold his waist, and I'm like, yo, I'm really getting away from this guy right now. Like, and it was like the best feeling, you know? Until the dog sniffs you out, and then you're done.
Yeah, and then the dog's like,
yeah,
you're like, yeah, I'm good. Sticker? Sticker? You want a sticker, Tommy? You know what I'm saying? So it just never like, it was like a situation where it was like fun for me. And
do you feel like the high that you get from graffitiing and also the tattoos that you get, is that the same kind of high? Because you have so many tattoos.
Absolutely, 100%, because everything's a story. So for me, like I was using it as a free marketing. Same with stickers. You put it up there, and people see your name, like, oh shit, and they're not gonna. Most of the time, they don't catch you, you know. So if they do, then you do the time and be respectful about it, you know, because you're painting something illegally. Yeah. You're doing something that is, you're destructing. Like I would never paint a Target. I would paint abandoned buildings because I go into the building and I meet Frank. Who's Frank? A homeless dude. How did you become homeless? Oh, well, I made this mistake, and this mistake in life. Wow, Frank, thank you. I will never do that ever again. I will never, ever do what you did, because then I'll be homeless. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, it was a lesson for me. I would be friends with all these homeless people, and then I would go to DJ, and there's a homeless guy outside of my gig, and I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? And people are like, yo, how do you know that guy? I'm like, oh, I painted with him.
His
like
house.
He was, I painted his house. Yeah, I painted his house while he was like doing crack. You know what I mean? So like for me, like I thought that shit was so fun. I would live in abandoned buildings all day, every day, smelling dust. Like, oh man, I literally would come home. My mom's like, why are you wearing this shit? Like,
where were you?
Yeah, I had to bring extra clothes home because my mom would be upset. You know what I mean? And I got caught one time with my mom before too, because I wrote one of my like one of my ex's girlfriend, ex like in high school, her name on the wall, and she seen it on the turnpike.
No.
Yeah, I got a lot of trouble for that. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
On the side of the
I have a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna show you that picture too. I have the picture for that.
I think it's really interesting that a lot of people like you who don't drink or do drugs tend to have a lot of tattoos to express themselves, which I don't know.
I figured out why I got all my tattoos recently. All the ideas behind them were actually for other people. So like I got like this on my hand. It says "Be Real," and it's like blasted. I'm like, yo, I got this in South Africa. So when I was over there, something went down, and I was like, yo, this guy's not being real. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my hand to remind everyone in this place that means be real, like to be real. You know, someone if I go hand them a debit card or something, and at a grocery store they're gonna see Be Real and be like, I need to be real. But I found out that deep down, all my tattoos were for me, because I was faking the funk for like half of my life. Because for me, I felt like I was acting like my friends, or I was trying to be someone that I wasn't. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to fit in. Because like when you're growing up, as you don't know who you are, you know. So like when you get older. So like throughout my whole life, like I got slow down tattooed on me. I'm always so fast. Like I'm like, yo, I have no patience. I gotta get shit done now, you know. On my leg it says, "You're faking the funk." Like I'm faking the funk. These are all reminders from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I never even knew it. You know, for me, it's just like
just dawned on you one day, guys.
Yeah, like I've realized it too when I have a tattoo of me on my arm, and it's got like it was expressing my anxiety, and basically it was like, if you can see, it's like hands behind me.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, I never noticed the hands.
And that right there is a mask, and that's me depressed.
Yeah.
So basically, I feel like everyone tries to get stuff out of me all the time.
Yeah.
You know, always motives. And I wear a mask all the time when I'm DJing or whatever it is, because I feel like I'm faking it, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, this is dope. But, you know, half of them, I can't relate to half of these people, you know, because they're just like super, and that's okay. They're just not they're not artsy, creative people. They're just party people. And that's cool. That's what your thing is, you know? Not everyone is as deep as me. But for me, it's like when they try to get shit out of me, it's just like draining, you know? So it gives me anxiety, it gives me whatever, you know? So
I know you're really close with your brother, and he has a lot of tattoos too. Do you think that he's like one of your biggest inspirations? He's a DJ too, right?
Yeah. My brother, he has a gold record. He DJ'd for a whole bunch of people. He's the one that taught me everything. He's like my father figure since my dad passed. He's everything to me. My brother taught me everything from A to Z, from being a gentleman to music, and just like carrying myself as a man or whatever, you know. Like my brother was everything to me, and is till this day everything to me, you know. So he really taught a lot, you know, music wise, holding myself down on the streets and stuff. So he has a gold record. He did stuff for Gym Class Heroes, Ghostface, Lil Wayne, a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, I was gonna say you kind of skipped over the fact that you were with Travis McCoy for a while.
Yeah,
that was a big part of your
from the ground up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Travis. Yeah, I used to DJ with Travis McCoy from Gym Class Heroes. I was on Warped Tour with a group called The Lords, doing merchandise, actually doing graffiti hats at the tents on Warped Tour during high school, like during summer. Like I would, right after like summer vacation, right when summer vacation started, I would go on tour. So I was like 18, 17-ish, maybe a little bit younger. Did Warped Tour with them. I got caught painting graffiti on Warped Tour. I was gonna get kicked off Warped Tour, and Travi kind of saved me. And Travi like put a word in or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I met Travi through like a lunch line. I was like, yo, man, I make beats. And he was like, oh, you make beats? I was like, yeah, I make beats. And he was like, yeah, how old are you?
Lunch line.
Yeah, I was like super young. Yeah, the lunch line. Yeah, there was like one tent.
At Warped Tour?
At Warped Tour,
like
yeah.
Crafty. Like craft services. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, like they would give us they would give us fucking warm Monster cans. Like, and it was so hot. It was warm canned water. Not Monster Energy. You're like, all right, cool. Delicious. Canned warm water, and it was the worst thing ever created. So I was just like, you know, Trav, like, I was like, yo, I make beats. He was like, yo, you're like 15, 16, you make beats. I was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, but my brother makes better ones. And he was like, all right. So him and my brother, I linked them together. Travi was dropping off T-shirts at my tour bus. And my brother answered the door like, yo, what the hell are you doing here? Like, he's like, oh, this is for your little brother. And my brother was like, what the hell? Like, you're dropping off stuff? Yeah, you're dropping off stuff for my little brother? Like, that's so random. And so Travi always kept his word, and he always was really good, you know, good to us. And I always built a friendship from that, you know, and did music together till this day.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
Tyga. You still talk to him? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't even know you had a relationship with Tyga.
Yeah, Tyga used to stay at my house.
What?
Tyga used to stay at my crib.
Yeah.
True story. Him and Gator. So Tyga used to be a group. Not many people used to know this. Tyga used to be a part of a group called Getting Every Dollar, GED. Tyga used to be a part of a group with a dude named Gator. Gator and Tyga used to stay at my brother's house, and they would do stuff in the studio. Tyga and Travi they're cousins. So Tyga and Travi would always, like, you know what I mean, do stuff together, and that's how they got introduced. Tyga got a record deal on Young Money, and then kind of blew up, you know, and kind of left. Well, Gator did his own thing, and then me and Tyga did stuff. But I have songs with, my brother has songs with Tyga, whole album of Tyga. Like his first album with Coconut Juice on it, that first song that Tyga came out with, my brother produced that whole album.
Oh shit!
Most of it. Like he has a lot of songs on there. Like the Pillow Talking song, the song with Lil Wayne and Tyga, my brother produced.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about Tyga, and I remember now you went to the Palms one time to see him.
Yeah.
When he was performing, and I was like, this is so random. And then he told me that story.
And that was the first time I seen him in a while. And then I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, Sev One, Stress is my brother. He said, you're Stress? You're not Stress. I was like, yo, Stress is my brother. I'm Sev One. He was like, what the fuck? Like, I haven't seen you in so long. Like, you seen me when I was like young. I was like, I don't know, like 14, 15?
Before the beard.
You look a lot different with the tattoos probably.
Yeah, way different. So like he was like, holy shit. And then he gave me his number right then and there, and we stayed connected ever since, you know what I mean? So it was cool because he wasn't showing anybody love. He don't show anybody love. I mean, that I see. Like he, not on a purposely level, he just does his own thing, you know, his business, and he leaves, you know? So the fact that he even like went out of his way to say what's up to me, that's nice. You know, I felt really like, I was like, damn, you didn't forget, you know. So especially because he's like, you know how big he is now. So
he's doing his thing.
He's pretty big now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because I have old pictures of him. Like he was always worried about like certain things. Like that was the MySpace days when he had MySpace and stuff like that. And he was always like, he would come to barbecues. He would wear his chain, his GED chain. And it was just funny because like now we look at him and we're like, yo, this is crazy. He's dating fucking it's
dating
crazy.
Kylie Jenner,
living his life.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout
out to Tyga. Yeah, it's crazy.
Back to tattoos a little bit. My favorite tattoo of yours is your Flava Flav one.
Oh yeah, he loves that. Every single time I'm with him, every single time he always shows it. He always shows, hey, Sev, like we could be literally in a talking, and he did this to her on his birthday. Sev, lift your pants up. And I'm like, fuck.
That's so creepy.
And the worst part is, it is, because you know why?
Up.
Sometimes I have skinny jeans on. And I can't get them off. I'm like, fuck, this is the moment. He wants me to show my leg off, but I have skinny jeans on.
The moment.
I'm like, damn. Like, fuck. So,
I knew this would happen.
You should have gotten that on your arm somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I should have. Long story short, it takes me about 10 minutes to pull my tight jeans up. Yeah, and show them. But yeah, I got it. It says Sev 111 coming out his mouth because that's what every single time I call him, he says Sev One. Like if I called him right now, he'll say DJ Sev 111.
I love him.
Always does it every single time.
So sweet.
Yeah, he's the best. He's like such a genuine dude. He always is the only one that mostly out of all my friends, like besides Mike, you know, like he hits me up like, yo, what's up? I'm like, nothing. He'll call me like randomly, just checking in on you. And that for me, like, that means a lot.
You know, check in once in a while.
Yeah, friends are like, you know, you have to remember like to check in on them because you never know what's going on in their life, you know. So like, if you hit them up every single day, like, yo, where's the party at? It's kind of like, yo, when's the last time I talked to you? You know what I mean? Like, do you not like realize like what's going on in my life right now? So when you're an artsy person and you do music a lot and you deal with a lot of people that are like creative and stuff and a lot of like chefs in the kitchen, it's overwhelming and it's very kind of like, you know, it can get to your head sometimes. So for me, like, I try to stay focused, you know, and Flava Flav for sure keeps me focused. Like people like that keep me focused, you know. So yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah. I should call him.
You should call him. Say hello.
I'll call him.
Flava Flav.
Call him right now.
I'll get him on FaceTime for the video.
Yeah. We'll do it.
See if he answers and says.
Yeah. Should I call him now or should I call him later?
Call him. Sev One.
Why not?
One.
See if he put on speaker. See if he answers. Why not?
Sev One. He always answers like that. Watch the way my life works.
He's not gonna answer.
Yes. Let's see what he has.
See the way my life works?
Yeah, the way my life works. He's not going to answer because most of the time he does answer. Yeah, see? Yeah. So just so you guys know, in this interview, this is how my life works. When things, so hashtag give them stickers to make everything soothe.
You guys want a sticker?
Yeah. They don't answer. You want a sticker?
So it's
He'll call back. Watch.
I have faith.
He's gonna call back.
Yeah, he will. It's Nipsey Hussle's funeral coming up. How you feel about that?
It's a shame. It's super a shame, like the whole situation. You know, I don't know much about Nipsey Hussle, but I understand his motto. Like I understand what he was promoting, which is really dope. You know, like it's a shame about the whole situation. Straight up, that's all I really have to say. You know, because there's a lot behind it that could be like totally twisted, and for me, I don't even get there. I don't even go down to that. Politics. I don't talk about any of that stuff, because for me, the way I look, the way we are in this social media shit, those type of people, like they wait for us. Mm-hmm. They wait for us to do wrong or speak about something. You know, we could say, we could spell the word there the wrong way, and they're quick. You know, Kailah.
Trust me.
Their, not There.
Like,
they wait. That's how much they wait for us. They wait for those comments. They wait for us to slip up. So for me, condolences for Nipsey, but like for me, like that's like a situation where a lot of people have a lot of mindset behind it, you know, rocking the blue and all that kind of stuff, and I get it, but like, you know, that color also got him in where he is right now, you know, and I don't know that personally. I'm not stating that as a fact.
Yeah, 100%.
But for me, like, you know, when you do something in the past, you know, that stuff comes back to you, whether or not, you know, like lies always pop up. Lies always pop up. Not saying he lied or any way, shape, or form, but I'm saying like when you do something, sometimes it always pops up, you know.
Yeah, somebody's always out to get what you got.
Yeah, and it's like
oh God,
it's really a shame. It really sucks, because you know why? Because he has kids.
Yeah.
His kids will grow up to feel lonely. Whether or not they have a mom or not, they will feel lonely eventually, you know, because they don't have that father figure, you know. And so it's like it's a situation where like you have to think about that. Like for me, even me, like I have road rage and stuff like that. I do.
He does have road rage.
I freak out over stupid shit, and then I'm kind of like, you know, hold on, wait a second. You know, like, is this really worth it? If I get out of this car, is he gonna shoot me and I die? All because he fucking has road rage, or because I have road rage and because he cut me off, or whatever the fuck it is. So like, you have to recognize. I know.
You have to breathe.
You have to breathe. You have to slow down
or just
on my fingers.
Or just drive like a grandpa, like Mikey.
Yes. Drive like grandpa, like me.
Yes.
And then you'll never get upset.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Listen,
He does,
I slow down. I take it slow, man. I have no worries in the world. I just drive.
No.
He is the slowest.
I have a good question about the Nipsey thing. So they picked a couple of graffiti artists to paint murals in LA. What kind of like honor is that to be asked to do that for like a huge mural out in LA?
Maybe not him, but someone.
But in general, like
See, my mind is different though.
Explain it. We got
time. For me, like I know. For me, like this is the thing. Like sometimes, like those murals and stuff. Like if I'm asked by his parents or his family member, oh my God, that's the biggest honor. That is such an honorable thing for you to ask me out of all people. But I've noticed that, like, when it comes to business, you know, they don't really care. They just want that on their wall, so it's going to attract people to their area or wherever that mural is.
It's
and
for,
it's
like,
kind
the
of
wrong
like,
reason.
Yeah, and that's what sucks, because it's like, that's why I try not to do stuff like that, you know, because it's like, you know, my art is, like, really my journal. And I'm really about to give this to you. I'm about to sell this to you. I was probably crying when I painted this. So my tears are on this canvas physically. So like, you're about to get that, and rather than you looking at it that way, you're gonna look at it as like, oh, cool. I have a Sev One piece, and people are gonna like this, and they're gonna see this. You know, not saying my shit is like even known like that, but like, or even worth that much. But in my heart, it's worth that.
Yeah.
Other people don't understand that sometimes. So it's
100%.
like,
and if that person knows you, then they're gonna think that it's that important.
Exactly. And so,
like you just did Shawnee's mural at his house.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, like I did that because it's Shawnee, it's our homie, you know. So like, and I redid it. I redo all my shit because for me, like, if I go in there, I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. And they're like, oh, it's my favorite thing. I'm like, yeah, but it will be better. Guaranteed.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah,
it's gonna be better.
I don't like it.
Yeah, because I don't like it. And so we redid it, and it's way better than what it looked like. Before, it looked like chaos. And
chaos.
Not the club.
Not the club.
Not the club. It just looked like craziness, you know. So,
yeah, Shawnee was like, yo, Sev just came in here and he started redoing stuff, and then I didn't understand anything was going on. It looked weird, and then all of a sudden it looked good. And I was just
that's what happens.
So
every single thing. Yeah, it's like literally my life.
I would imagine that doing graffiti and changing something is kind of like, you know, when you're cleaning your house and in the middle of cleaning your house, it looks dirtier, and then all of a sudden it's better.
It's like I look at it as like a haircut. When you're like when you have your hair is crazy, and then when you start fading the sides of it and clean it up and get it sharper, then eventually it will come out nice, you know. So that's like all my paintings every single day. Everyone's like, yo, what are you doing with that? Why'd you just do it? I'm like, wait a second. I don't know why I did it, but it'll be coming dope. It'll come out dope. It'll be dope. Most of the time, I just am doing my thing and like just do it, you know. What's dope about paint, you can always go over it, you know. It's
true.
You can always go over it.
I feel like there's something poetic about that.
Hell yeah.
There is.
Look at my phone. Look at my notes. Everything. So everyone, like, I write everything that I write are either my friends' quotes or my quotes. So everything that I paint is everything from me, like what I'm going through at that moment. So now that you guys know that, so now that you guys know that, you guys will read and see, like, on my Instagram and stuff, like if I painting something on my story, and the quote is probably something that I'm going through at that time, you know, like whether it's anything, you know, or someone else is going through. And my boy, like, he fights demons, my boy Quest G, and he fights through a lot of things like anxiety and stuff like that. So I painted him a painting the other day, you know, because there's nothing better than a gift from somebody.
True.
100%.
You get a gift from somebody that's handmade.
Especially, when it's something that you put time into.
I don't even like selling my shit.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to hit me up after this, like, yeah.
Oh, you're definitely going to
let me get a painting.
Let me get it.
I hate selling my shit because then I feel like I'm selling my journal, my feelings. Like I'm selling.
You're going to get it after this.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can relate to it, Mikey, because you're a rapper and you rap and you write your own lyrics, which means that you're giving away how you feel on a microphone, or like, you know, like, and people are listening to it. They listen to the beat. The beat's cool, but that deep structure of the song is what
that's the worst thing when they listen to the beat and they're like, they like the beat, but they don't quite grasp the lyrics. Like the song we released recently, the anti-bullying one. If they didn't listen to the words, I'd be like, it's a song about anti-bullying. Literally,
and that's for me, like, it's like telling someone a story and they're like, oh yeah, cool, and you're like, wait a second. You don't know how important this story is to me, and you just downplayed the fuck out of it. Like, why did you do that? You know what I'm saying?
I need you to understand.
Yeah.
Not everyone understands.
Damn,
And no one's going to understand the way that you understand it because it's 100%. Your feelings.
Yeah, that's why I paint, because I could visually show them.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had a bunch of, back to when we lived in Steve's house, we had a bunch of Sev's paintings that he had in the garage that he brought, and they were just sitting in the garage. So me and Sev just hung them up all over Steve's room.
Yeah, we hung them up everywhere around the house, and it was just like my room. It was dope. It was cool. It was dope.
It was a Sev One museum.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was nice. Steve came home like, the fuck?
Yeah.
What is all of this?
And then I moved into an apartment, like a 2-bedroom apartment. And then on the porch, like that I was staying at.
Where I live now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So where you guys live now, on the porch, I would set up my canvases, and it was just like, yo, I can't. There's no room out there.
No.
So then I rented a house, and then I was fortunate to be able to buy my house now. So my whole house is completely painted. Like,
I haven't been back since.
Yeah, I gotta come see the bicycles hanging from the ceiling.
No, we were there. We were drunk, but we were there.
No. I think it's more bicycles.
More bicycles?
Yes.
Yeah. How many?
Yeah, I had 2 like lowrider bikes hanging from the roof when you go down my staircase, just cause.
Those were there.
I thought you only had the one at the time.
And I created that shit. So anyone that does that after me, I hadn't seen anyone do it yet.
But if they
not
do,
on Pinterest. It's not on. But take that idea. It's dope. That's a cool idea. Straight up. I love when people take my shit. Like, I swear. Because if you're a creator, you create. That means that's your job. It's for people to steal your shit.
Yep.
It's true.
Trend.
Because you want to know why? You're the creator. You're the one that makes, you're the root. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a creative person, you'll always be okay. I knew when I came out to Vegas, if it didn't work with music and DJing, I put my ass on the strip and paint canvases.
Yep.
I knew I was gonna be okay.
Is that legal?
I don't know, but I've done illegal stuff. So I mean, I've painted illegally all my life. So
it's a gray area.
I just always wonder when people are standing like on Las Vegas.
I think honestly, it should be legal, because you know you're not a pedophile. You're not a rapist. You're not doing something really, really bad in the world.
Not hurting
You're
anybody.
painting on the ground. There's bad people that, like someone that does something to a kid, they go to jail for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? That's not good. You know, that's a kid. You know, so for me, like, if I'm painting something, like, my fault. You know what I mean? I just was putting my feelings and putting color to the wall. That's it. You know, so there's a lot of bad people doing shit. Someone just killed Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, you're worried about me painting on the ground? Like, you know, like, come on, man.
There's bigger
you are bored.
in the world.
Yeah, you're bored. You need to recognize what kind of job you have.
I think there's a good quote that Shawnee actually said last interview. Most people see things in black and white. You see things in color.
Oh, everything in color.
That's a great quote.
But I'm a very black and white person, meaning like it's yes or no. What's wrong is wrong. What's right is right. If I'm painting illegally, they're gonna treat me like I'm painting illegally, which means that I need to respect that and understand. Don't be someone that gets arrested and be like, yo, like, damn, like, what the fuck? Why you treat me like this? It's a color thing. This is racism. Like, bro, you were doing something bad. This is not racism. This has nothing to do with anything. You do the crime, you do the time. There's a reason why there's a quote. It's typical. You know what I mean?
That's what they said back in school.
Straight up. Like, listen. Like, my mom has said all the time. Like, you don't take the trash out. You get grounded.
This is
simple.
True.
You don't be if you're not home when the lights come on, the street lights, then you're grounded. So it's like. That's right. Recognize. And then I have no sympathy for people like that.
Speaking of your mom, I know that she doesn't want you to get face tattoos.
Yeah, I know.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know.
Come on, Sev, don't do it. Your face is too pretty for that.
Yeah, exactly why I want to do it.
Keep it pretty.
That's exact.
Come on.
Listen, everyone that tells me that my face is pretty, you guys are the reason why I will get my face.
Oh my god.
You want to know why? Because there's so much more than beauty than me.
Oh my
you're
god.
ugly as hell. Don't get it tatted.
There's so much deeper shit than my face.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking. The way my life is right now, I'm gonna cover my face. I swear to God.
No, you are
not. But you know, like, if my mom doesn't want me to, then I won't. But I think my mom doesn't really care because my brother is covered in tattoos.
I remember you would get a tattoo and then you would call your mom after and be like, "Hey, mom, would you get mad if I get my neck tatted?" And he would already have his neck tatted.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing. So like when I first got my first tattoo, which was my dad, a picture of my dad. I came home and my mom was like, "Oh, That's nice. I like it." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "Yeah, I gotta go back tomorrow to get more," but I was getting another tattoo. And she was like, "Oh, okay."
You're the only person I know that before one tattoo heals, he'll already be getting another one.
Yeah, I'm getting tattooed Thursday, actually.
Like, it's every week.
Oh, I'm getting tattooed by your boy.
Oh, Eddie?
The dude with the tattoos on his face?
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
He's
coolest
sick.
Dude ever.
He's so cool.
He did my chest.
Coolest dude ever.
He showed up to my birthday. I think it was right after you left.
I seen him. Yeah. He, like, I walked in the tattoo shop the other day and he was like, "Yo, how's Mikey?" I'm like, "Oh shit, you're friends with Mikey." And he's like, "Yeah, dude." And it was funny because he's a funny dude. I'm crazy and I brought Nag Champa with me. You know that?
What?
Incense.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what is that? I thought that was a dog that I didn't know about.
No. So I brought the Nag Champa incense with me because I feel like that smell, it brings like a different side of me. I know I sound crazy, but like that energy, it soothes me and relaxes me. So I'm getting that shit tattooed on me on Thursday. Wait, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my shit was shortening out.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm getting it tattooed on me Thursday, but he heard me say that to the other tattoo artist.
Wait, you're getting incense tattooed on you?
I'm getting just a label. So it looks like a sticker, you know what I mean? So
sticker, here's a sticker.
Yeah, sticker.
It's a sticker.
You're like incense kid? Yeah, Nag Champa.
Did you give Eddie a sticker?
I gave him a whole bunch of stickers.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he posted it.
I know.
He works at that shop that one dude used to work at.
Reverend, yep, Reverend Tattoo.
I know. I have to go back and finish my chest. I've been lazy. I've been slacking.
That's a nice shop. I love that shop.
You have some space in your neck too.
I know.
Oh, do not even
go
there.
Mikey, just do it. Fuck it. Live your life.
I need to. I got Rocco.
Listen, because guess what?
Yeah, have you even seen the Rocco?
Hey, just so you know, can you take your headphones off, Kailah?
No, I can hear you even if they're off.
She still loves you. If you get your neck tattoo, so just do it. Live your life.
All right, I'm gonna get my.
But you know what? Kailah, do you not want him to get his neck tattoo?
No.
Okay, so Mikey, don't do it, because that's gonna be your wife.
That's right.
And you have to live with her.
I know.
So she's gonna be one that cooks your egg whites.
I'll get a small neck tat. Small one. Just a
granola
tiny
bars
one.
and shit.
Yeah, respect your lady.
You trying to go Quest G face tats like all the way?
I would do it. Just so no one would talk to me.
I don't know. You're getting some looks from the audience.
from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. No, listen.
Peanut gallery over here.
Nah, but honestly, like, I think I would. I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't. I would do it naturally. I wouldn't tell anybody about it. I wouldn't do any of that stuff. I would just do it on my own because there's a reason why I did it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because nowadays people are like, look at my face. Like, honestly,
you don't want to look like the SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Quest was heavily covered before all these people. Quest has always been. Out of all the people, Quest has one of the biggest hearts. You know what I mean? Besides my family and you, like, and like even you, Kailah, like you have a big heart. And ever since I met you, like, you've always been you. And for me, like, that's important for me. So Quest is so talented. I look up to him because he's so, like, he's me, but with, like, face tattoos and shit, So for me, I'm like, shit, man. Like, if I do this,
I need face tats.
Yeah, and like, I get looked at whenever I go into a Walmart, but when I go in with him, it's like, I just see people the way they look at him, and it's just like, damn, like, he has it way worse than me, So I know people.
But why would you want to make it worse for yourself?
For me, it's because I already deal with it. If anything, I already deal with the bullshit, like, like. So, if anything, it wouldn't be for a look. It wouldn't be that, If I get something tattooed on me, on my face, it's a message, It's something that's, like, bold that, like, you need to see the first thing that you need to see on me is this message on my face.
Yeah.
That would be the reason why. I wouldn't just do it to look cool or whatever, to look like my boy Quest, I wouldn't do that. And right now, I haven't figured out a message for me that's so important to everyone. To put on my face, you know what I mean? So,
well, that's good. I'm happy that you're waiting for something that's at least important enough to be there.
I'm gonna write a whole fucking quote across my face.
Yeah.
I walk in here. I walk in here next interview. Hey guys, I found the quote.
Guys.
I figured it out.
He goes in next.
They're like, yo, Sev, what'd you do? You guys don't see this right here? Buy stickers. That's the biggest thing. Hey, buy more stickers for kids.
The title of this episode is Stickers.
Yeah, you like stickers? Or you like stickers? Buy them, boom, for kids.
I like that. Right across the forehead.
Yeah, right across the forehead.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to always not judge people that are tattooed. Because everyone wears their heart on their sleeve when they're tattooed, Some people just get them to get them. That's cool. You don't have to have a meaning to get tattoos.
No,
I
figured that out recently.
You don't. If you want it, then you do it. If you love someone, you do it. You marry. If you want to tell them you love them, you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to do it because that shit behind it, like that whole, like, you told me you love me first. Motherfucker, yes I do. Appreciate that shit.
I do.
Appreciate that. I'm one reason that you are being loved by someone.
Yeah.
If your mom, your dad, your cousin, someone that doesn't love you, you got me that loves you.
Yeah.
So, like, that's important. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that. If you want to get a tattoo on your face, do it. Fucking do it. If you want to do drugs, probably rethink it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, rethink that shit. Rethink that. You don't want to do that. That's something you don't want to do that, So
Kailah has a lip tat. Kailah has a lip tat. I don't even know.
I remember seeing that.
Oh, wow.
But because you just said, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, I just said why not. And I figured that out recently. I mean, at the beginning of me getting tattoos, I was like, oh, I got to think about it for a long time. Yeah. It has to have all this meaning. And then after a while, it's like, if I want to go, I just got some fucking cherries on my arm. Do they mean anything?
It doesn't matter.
No, but they look cool, and I wanted it.
Exactly.
So at this point in my life, I just stopped giving a fuck what people thought.
Yeah.
In all aspects of my life, including the tattoos, and I've been much happier since then. So.
Yeah, it's hard to do that, though. It's hard to have that mindset. I mean, I deal with it every day. For me, it's like, like, oh, fuck everybody, like, what they think. I'm the biggest critic, Like, I'm like, damn, like, this is my work. This is what I love, So it's definitely hard to get there. But, like, people thinking, like, yo, let's go get a hot dog tattooed on my neck. Like, like, you might want to rethink that. If there's a real reason, like, why you want to do that, maybe put it on your leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't get it twisted, Like, don't get it twisted where it's like, you don't. You want to do something like that?
What do you have against hot dogs?
Wait, do you follow the Instagram page Snake Pit?
No.
Ooh, you gotta follow it.
It's all bad, horrible tattoos that people get.
It's so fun to follow.
It might be the greatest Instagram page of all
I've been
time.
following like tattoo fails or some shit, you know.
Oh, these are all fails. Or I mean, in their life, they're great. But I mean, I would want a dick.
Yeah.
On me like that. But
yo, Shawnee's got this dude that I know. He's like, I don't know the dude, but I seen him in Shawnee's post. He's got his stomach tattooed, and he's got like he uses his belly button as the butthole of this person. So it's like it's like that's his tattoo. Like he has this guy bent over, and the belly button on the tattoo is the butthole. So it's like
I would have rethought that.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, bro? But I mean, whatever.
Maybe he loves it.
Yeah, because he doesn't give a fuck, that guy, and I don't give a fuck. So fuck it, live your life.
Yeah, live your life.
So are you saying you're gonna get a butthole tattoo?
Nah, I'm already covered that up. My stomach's already covered. But
that's it. No buttholes down there.
But I want to get a couple of cool stuff. Straight up, I want to get a couple of. I know I sound crazy, but kids. Every time I say this,
you have to start out the story with "you sound crazy," then you probably are.
I love kids. Kids are mean. Like kids are the future. You know, like for me, like why kids mean so much to me is because I want to have kids. So when I have kids, I want my kids to have friends. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea.
Good ass friends.
Good friends.
So I'll tell you right now, my whole football squad that I'm gonna have will all have their own stickers. Number one. Number two, they'll all respect, you know what I mean? So, like, they'll have respect and they'll be good friends. So, for me, like, what was I getting at? Where was I?
I'm not
What were we
sure.
talking about before this?
Stickers.
No, before that.
That you want new tattoos.
Oh, yeah. So, I want to get some characters of, like, what kids like tattooed on me.
That's kind of creepy sounding.
No, it's not, because when I go to, like, when I went to Machu Picchu, there was little kids there and they see me and they're like, in Peru, they're like, what the fuck? Like, why is this guy so covered?
So you just want to look more kid-friendly when you're around.
Approachable.
Yes, approachable.
So you can like lift up your shorts and be like, look at this little like.
So I can show them like because the kids are looking at me, and I'm also like that could confuse a kid. Like, oh my god, like that could scare. I could be a reason why a kid gets scared, and I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? Because those kids, like kids are big. They're gonna be our future. So for me and our generation, or the generation after us and stuff like that. So for me, I want to get some. I have like Mickey Mouse. I have the Up dude tattooed on me because Up's one of my favorite movies, the Disney movie. But I want to get some more other characters on me. So
like cute little cartoons.
Yeah, like little cartoons. Cartoons will be like, yo, look. If there's a kid crying, I can go over him. Yo, you like Mickey Mouse? I have Mickey Mouse, but so listen, this is what's fucked up. I have Mickey Mouse tattooed on me. And he's got a Jason mask holding an axe, bleeding.
Oh, so that's not something you should show them.
Yeah, kids don't like that.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, kids don't like that one. So that's why I have to I don't have him really to show. And look at this face. You like this scary face? The Warriors? Yeah.
Just make sure you're not wearing skinny jeans and you're all good.
Yeah, true. True.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, it's been fun.
Any new tattoos for you?
I mean, I just got these dice right here. And I got this cherry.
Any new tattoos for you, Mikey?
Well, I got Rocco here from Rocco's Modern Life. I mean, he's right there on my arm now. He's a good friend of mine.
Fresh. I like it. Yeah. Who did that?
This girl Courtney.
She's over in LA. She's really good at like.
She does all these like
cartoony things. I want her to do an Angelica on me so bad.
Yeah. That's
or like Cynthia.
I fuck with that shit. Yeah. I want to get some. I'm getting that Thursday, but I'm gonna get some other stuff too. I haven't got tattooed in a while. I usually get tattooed during winter, because for me it's like during the winter is the best time for tattoos to heal.
Yeah,
this is true.
I agree.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap it up. Do we have any last words?
I'm gonna give you one last ultimatum.
Oh yeah.
Ultimatum.
I like ultimatums.
Ultimatum. If you had. This is it. You have to pick one or the other. There's no in between.
Chick-fil-A.
Tattoos or graffiti?
Tattoos, graffiti.
Tattoos or graffiti?
Graffiti.
Oh.
What about DJing or graffiti?
Graffiti.
Damn.
All right.
Any day.
I like that.
Because that's my outage. I'm telling you, DJing stresses me out. The people stress me out. When I go home, I paint, and there's no one around me except for my dog and Nag Chamba.
And he's like somewhere
and stickers.
Peeing.
You know what I'm saying? So like for me, like just doing something, whatever. And for me, like painting is just like my outage, you know. And like with the past year, I found that out, you know, because I've been going through a little bit of stuff. So for mentally, painting really helped me. not do pills, not drink or do something stupid like get.
He
a
likes
hot dog
pineapple
tattoo
juice though. Pineapple juice.
and ginger ale.
Yes.
Pineapple juice and ginger ale is like my go-to.
Go-tos.
All right.
All
Want to
right.
plug your social media?
Plug it.
At DJ Sev One. Buy some stickers.
He's got tons of stickers.
Yes, at DJ Sev One on everything. DJ SEVON.
He's got all sorts of like sexual videos with other dudes with tattoos.
Yeah, it's done.
Girls will love.
No.
All right.
That's just social media stuff. It's bullshit. Just don't believe it all. I got a heart.
And he's Jack Davis on Facebook.
Oh my God, yo. You really, I thought we buried that whole fucking name, and then you just decided to bring it right back in, right at the end.
That's it. That's it.
Good for you, Mikey.
All right, we did it. Episode 3. We're done.
Episode 3.
Thank you for coming out.
Peace.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Love you.
Yo, can I DJ your wedding?
Yes, you can.
Duh.
Boom.
Yeah.